welcome back to my channel. I had to pull my hair back for this video, so if I look a little off, that's why. This is primer, by the way. But today's video is going to be a full face using kids makeup. I tried to find as many products as I could at like the mall and on Amazon and stuff, but first step is I'm gonna prime, and they didn't have a kids primer that I could find, so I'm using the e.l.f. primer, which is like $5. So we're just gonna put that like right here, just because I do not want this kids makeup to make me break out like crazy. I start school on Wednesday, and this will probably be up on Tuesday, so let's pray for my skin. I got this foundation, which is not my shade, but this foundation only came in like 1 or 2 shades, and so this was the closest option I could find. And I got this at I think it's called Glitter, and this was only $1. So we're gonna use this as my foundation, and I'm just gonna take a sponge I got from Ross, because the consistency is like way off from my normal foundation. So we'll just see. It is very wet, like very wet feeling, and almost like greasy. So right now my thoughts on the foundation are, it's not even that heavy, which is really surprising to me. It just looks greasy. That was gonna be way darker on me, and it's not. But it's called the Pro Contour Matte Finish Foundation, and it's in the shade Nude Beige. Wow, wait, when I was touching it, I was expecting it to feel sticky, and it feels like it dried down, which is really weird because I wasn't expecting that. It doesn't even look bad, like on my skin. It just doesn't, there's no coverage, and I don't know what kind of ingredients are in here that might not be the best for my skin. So if it doesn't make me break out, then if I just want a tinted moisturizer or something, I would not count this out. Alright, basically the rest of the products I'm going to be using besides the mascara are going to be in this Christian Siriano New York little kit from Amazon, which is like, it has like everything in it. It has little concealers, it has lipsticks, it has everything. And so we're just gonna, I'm gonna open this up and then I'll show you. If I was a little kid and I received this like as a present, I would be insanely excited. So hold on. This is what this kit looks like. I'm not sure how much this was, but you can get it on Amazon. Your color correctors. It has shadows, concealers, blush, eyeshadow, lipstick. And I'm going to use these brown shades as my brow powders. So we'll see what happens. And I did not have any little kids brushes. First I'm going to start out with probably my brows. I'm just going to take a flat angled brush, and I'm going to try and fill in these brows with some brown eyeshadow. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics brush, and it's supposed to be pink, but when I was washing mine, my dad washed them in this like chemical solution, and it stripped my brushes of all their paint, so they are very like chalky. I don't know if it's showing up at all. This is very light for my brows, but this is the darkest brown in there. Tell me why this foundation doesn't even look bad. I'm really surprised. And one thing I have to say about these shadows is there's so much fallout. When you dip in with your brush, it like breaks apart and it ends up all over. But I mean, it's kids makeup. How much can you really expect from it? It's looking orange, but I mean, there's some brows. All right, well, next step, I guess, can be we should do concealer. Only one shade that would work for my under eyes because the rest are color correctors. So we're gonna use this. Oh, this feels so thick. It feels really thick. But we're just gonna blend it out with the other side of the sponge. Is there any brightness happening? I can't tell. My under eyes are very sticky right now from that concealer. Say that there's no coverage. It just made my under eyes sticky, but you can't see the product. It basically blends away. These eyebrows are a little wild, but it's okay. All right, next I am going to be using a little bit of blush. I don't even wear blush on the daily, but it's in the set, so I might as well wear some. So I'm just gonna take an EcoTools little brush, and I'm gonna dip it into this shade right here, which is like a very light peachy shade. It looks like there's a lot of pigment, so I'm gonna knock it off. And then we're just going to apply this to the apples of our cheeks. That is so shiny. And I'm gonna try and blend this away because it's actually very pigmented and I wasn't expecting that at all. So we're gonna use our little handy dandy sponge. We're gonna try and blend this away a little bit just so it's not as crazy. I think that looks a little bit better, maybe a little more subtle. All right, so next we're gonna do eyeshadow, and actually I was swatching some of these shadows a little bit earlier and they actually feel pretty pigmented, so we'll see. If you brush right here, I don't know which number it is, and we're gonna dip into, what shade should we use first? I feel like I'm gonna do a more pink, like a pink on my glittery eye. So we're gonna take this little transition shade right here, and we're gonna see if this has any pigment on it. Oh, that is so much lighter than I was expecting it to be. Okay, we're not gonna use that shade because I think it's like the same color as my skin tone. So we're gonna use a darker brown in the next row. And we're gonna see Is there any pigment showing up? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna use an even darker color in the second to last row on that side. And we'll see if we can build some of this pigment up. We're gonna do the same thing to this side. The powders are just very chalky and not really wanting to blend. Alright, so I'm gonna take another brown and try to deepen up this outer corner. Get it a little darker. Should we do a fun color? I kind of want to do a fun color. Maybe that same brown and still try to deepen it up a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of this foundation, just like a dot, and try to cut the crease on both eyes. It's so sticky on the eye. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that because it kind of just blends into the shadows and turns brown, but I have to do it on the other eye because we want it to be equal. On the lid, I kind of want to do a fun color. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do like a purple or a blue? I'm thinking, let's just go all out. Let's do a purple. And purple shades are the hardest to make in eyeshadow. So we'll see if this is a good purple shadow. I'm just going to use my fingertips to try and get the most pigment. Oh wow, there's actually color. I was expecting it to be very, very sheer, but at least color is showing up. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And don't worry, we're gonna blend that with the transition shades after they're on our eye. Okay. Take that same Morphe brush, take the same browns we use in our transition, and try to blend this out just a little bit so it's not so harsh of a line. We're looking a little crazy, but that's okay because it's kids makeup. It's all about having fun. Alright, inner corner, we want something bright. I'm thinking maybe like a light pink because there is a white shade, but I don't know. It just didn't feel like it would be very nice, and I'm trying to give this a fair shot. So I wiped off that brush that we used to cut the crease. And now we're just going to use that brush and dip into a light shimmery pink and try and put this on the inner corner. And if this doesn't show up, then we can use another shade. It shows up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. I'm really digging into this pan, trying to make this color show up. Alright, next I'm going to just take a fan brush and I'm going to use, let's see if there's a shade in here that I could use as a highlight, because I'm gonna dip into this lightest white shimmery shade See if this shows up. Oh. Okay, I see you. I actually did do a little something for highlight. Next, I'm going to take the lips, which I'm really excited about because there's actually a lot of lip shades. So we are going to mix a few and see what kind of look we can come up with. I might use a more purple toned lippy because our eyeshadow is a little purple. So let me find a lip brush. And then we will mix a few shades and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, that is more pink. I'll have to mix a purple in with it. Next, taking this purple shade right here, we're gonna see if we can get this look to be more purpley. That definitely is helping. But it still doesn't match the color of our eyeshadow. I'm gonna see if there is a darker purple, like a very purple shade, so we're gonna see if that will help. This is the most purple shade in here. I'm gonna try to like save this look, and I'm gonna use another layer of the purple shadow to really make it pop. And then I might layer it with a pink shadow to try to get it the color of our lips. I would have helped the shadows with the fact that I didn't use a base or anything, but let's just wipe. Need that, and then just try to blend it a little bit. These shades don't blend very well, which I'm not surprised, but the lipstick is actually not that bad. It's just not a color that I would want to wear on the daily, but there are other shades in here. So I could see, like, if you were in a rush or something and this is all you had, like, that could work. You know what? I don't like how this purple eye is looking. I'm gonna wipe off the purple and I'm gonna put a gold and try to save it. I'm really trying to give these a fair shot, so we'll see. It's like staining my eye. So I'm gonna really quickly go build up that brown shade and then put this gold shade on my lid. And we'll see if the look turned out any better. This eye really quickly, the purple did kind of stain under my eye, but I'm sure that once I wash my face that'll come off. And so I just wanted to show you how much more pigmented that gold shade is. So I'm going to do the same on this eye. And now obviously I'm sure these shadows will crease throughout the day. I'm sure they're not gonna last that long. And I would do a wear test, but I don't know what kind of ingredients are in these, and I really don't want to have a rash on my eye the day we go back to school. I'm going to blend a little bit of the brown shade we used in our crease under my eye for the lower lash line. Try to tie it all together. These are so splotchy and they end up falling everywhere that it's like impossible to get a clean eyeshadow look. Next, I'm going to take this Beauty Concepts Volumizing Mascara. This was in some kid makeup set from a while back, and this is so watery. It did nothing. Did my lashes maybe a little bit, but it actually kind of burns and I don't like that. So this challenge was an absolute fail. It was a fail. And I would not recommend buying kids makeup. The foundation does not look bad, and that is what is surprising me the most. That if you had to use either kids makeup or go without makeup for a day, just don't wear makeup. Because like I said, I don't know what kind of ingredients are in here. I'm sure they're not that bad considering they're safe for children, but and it might make you break out, it might make you get a rash. So just be careful if you ever try this. And thank you so much for watching. I love you with all my heart. Sorry this video was a fail. I tried, but this makeup just I'm looking a little clownish. Thank you so much for watching. I love you with all my heart. Mwah.